Big up, guys. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying the day. Your boy is back at home, and yes, I had a great time. It was a good game. We ended up drawing 1-1. But the manager is about to have his press conference pretty soon, guys. So it's going to be one of those interesting situations. Let's see what he has to say ahead of the game coming in right before we face Tottenham at home on Sunday. It's going to be an interesting situation. I got my buddy in the back. I also probably going to have Drex and one or two other guys pulling into the building. Guys, big up to all of you. Hope you're well. Sorry that, my missing in action didn't do too much damage. You know what I mean? But the guys still covered it well. They did some good streams on the channel yesterday. I watched their watch along while I was at the game. It was interesting. It was interesting. And the fans pretty much enjoyed the game, although we all shared that disappointment when we conceded that final goal at the last minute. That mistake, no one could predict it. And you know what I mean? And the fans, the overall overarching concerns on the stadium is, can we take it up a level and really finish the chances we have been creating? Because really and truly, they're not that despondent. They're a little bit more confident. They like what they see. They're getting exciting football, a style of play that they could, enjoy watching. And the real problem is that, we have not just been able to finish these chances. So let's bring Temba into the building. We're going to have a little quick chat before we jump into the press conference. Temba, I know your team hadn't been doing so well, but you still came away with victory. How you feeling, brother? Yeah, to turn the
Man,
mic on, though.
man.
Oh, I hear you.
Are you about my team? Those guys are just pissing me off. Honestly, they are pissing me off. But yet again, they are getting the point. But I'm not really happy with the game we've been playing. I think the game against Alaves was actually the best I've seen my team play. The best, and you will not believe what happened in the second half, Mark. I was just saying, okay, give the boys the time to just have a goal. Carlo Ancelotti brought in Adagule, brought in who else? He wanted to bring in a kid called Ramon, and I was like, the game was already done, so we can bring the boy in. Mark, man, before you know, this guy scored 2 goals, man. Alaves scored 2 goals. Now, from me being positive, like, okay, we've been playing well, I was mad. As much as I want to criticize Adagule for the second goal, because the first goal, you don't save those kind of goals, man. That goal was incredible. You don't save it. So,
True.
but the second goal, as I want to criticize Adagule, like, because he lost the ball. Yet again, I went on him because he's somebody I like. Only when he's good, I compliment him. So I believe when you're bad, I can also criticize you. But yet again, I said, even with the fact that he lost the ball in the midfield, it does not give us the chance or like give us the rights to still conceive a goal from
Temba,
losing the ball
give
in
me
the
a little
midfield.
thing there. Give me a little thing there. The manager press
Yeah.
conference about to begin, so I'm going to bring
Okay,
it to the
start this
stage.
begin. Okay. Okay.
Right? And then after
Let's see
we'll
what he has
continue.
to say.
Hello, welcome to Carrington, where manager Erik Ten Hag meets with the media in the Jimmy Murphy Centre just behind me there, ahead of the visit of Spurs in the Premier League. So let's hear what Erik has to say.
Erik, just reflecting on not only last night, but the Crystal Palace game. What is wrong with your team that gets you to produce matches like that? And we spoke last night about Christian and you saying it wasn't good enough. What is the problem at the moment with your team?
Not scoring goals, of not scoring goals enough. That's the problem. It's the key area. You have to score more goals. As a team, I think we have players across the team who have the abilities to score. But that's clear. You see all the opportunities we are creating. We're not scoring enough.
So you've got Tottenham this weekend. First of all, anybody going to be available that wasn't last night or any nights?
No, I don't think so. I think that will be the same squad as yesterday.
And what are you expecting from the match? Obviously there's peaks and troughs in every season, but it feels like a win would be an important shot in the arm at this stage. And what are you expecting from Tottenham?
I think it will be a very intensive game. It's always against Tottenham, and that is, I think, also it's our style as well. So I think it's going to be a very dynamic, attractive game.
Talking about scoring goals being the big issue, how do you solve that? Is that as simple as personnel, or is it something that has to be on the training pitch? I mean, how do you see that?
Both, and you always work into a season and you have to build it. The structures in defending, structures in possession, of course, you start with the build up. I think we have the structures there quite right. We across, I think almost all the games, we have more possession as the opponent. But then it's about what are you doing with your possession, and I think we bring the ball into the final third. We bring the ball even into the box a lot, but now we have to take more advantage, more benefit from it.
Erik, Ange Postecoglou has talked about the philosophy side, having attacking teams, being positive. In this moment, this situation, given what you've said about your squad, your players, does that help you at all in the way you set up and approach this game?
That is, of course, it's every opponent have strengths and weaknesses, and Tottenham they have their strengths definitely, and in the philosophy, very clear, very attacking, but that leaves also space, but that is what they take into account, and that can help, but you have to be very good against Tottenham. And if you want to control the game, then you need again a high performance level, and then we will create again. I'm sure. But then take your chances.
Yeah. Erik, in your third season now, how can it be that the team can come from a game and say that they didn't try as much as the opposition wanted it more? How can we be at that point?
I think every team has this in a season, and that is when you play 60 games, and then sure there will be games where you are not happy, of course, with the performance, but you are not happy where opponent wants more. I think that is also always the psychologically side of football and top football, what takes part, and where any team is more hungry than the other, and that the team who can manage this the best, of course, they are the most successful, and they are we are ambitious, so you always demand from yourself and that you are the more hungry as your opponent.
So you think your team needs to be hungrier?
We should be. That is what we demand from each other, and that is that we have to bring in on a consistent base, and that's what we are striving for. Successful teams has this.
Josh he's had a few chances this season. His link-up play has been very good, but there's this. I think it was Ron Koeman who said he's more for 9.5. Do you think that he can become a prolific goal scorer for Manchester United?
Yes, I do, and it's sure he's young, and we see his great abilities. He's a very good link-up player, as you say. He's creative. He's creating chances, but be fair, also he has his absolutely also his moments towards the goal from the opposition. Yesterday as well, I think it was a great action he had with a great finish as well. It was top save from the keeper, but in that area he can definitely improve. But we know that on forehand he has some very good attribute, and also some attributes he has to improve, and there he needs our support how to improve.
Hi, Erik. Just following on from Neil's question, you've been here 2 full seasons now. You've had 5 transfer windows. I think the spend has been about 600 million. Given all that, are other fans of Manchester United not entitled to feel the team should be further forward than you currently are and playing with more consistency? Are they not entitled to feel that?
I think you have to assess then the situation, and still now we are working. And we are in progress. We have to sign players. We made the choice to sign very young players, like last year Hoyland, like this year Sirkzee, like Lenny Yoro. That are players who have we believe in them now in this moment, but also for the future, and we have to build them. And and when I started, we spoke about more, and we had to make a switch there in the dressing room. And I think we turned the corner, and now we have to work with the squad, and and that takes time. And of course, I'm also it's not a good behavior for me. I'm impatient. I want to go straight forward, but also be fair. We also had success in the last 2 seasons, and again, we have to work very hard to bring another success.
I was going to say, do the fans have to be more patient then? Is that your message? Because some of them, understandably, or maybe not understandably, are losing patience and want to see the team further forward, challenging near the top of the Premier League and playing with greater consistency. Do they need to be more patient? Or?
But you have also to be fair. And I say it again, that is, we won 2 trophies the last 2 seasons. And we want also this season. We are ambitious. Don't get us wrong. And we want to win another one. And we want to be as high as possible. And we go in every game, and we will go for winning the game. Doesn't matter who the opponent is.
Erik, Bruno Fernandes is the one that sort of stays out there for the most of the game, the entirety of the game. But is he at all fatigued by the start of the season? It seems like he's not quite at the levels that we've seen of him previously.
I think the team brings him now in a situation, and I think he is capable of, and I think he has proven this so many years already in the Premier League, that he can create many chances. And I'm convinced he will this season he will not do differently, and he will come on this point that he will find his form, and he's already creating chances, but he will make final passes. He will score goals 100%, and that's just a matter of time.
That's it for now, but join us for Matchday Live on Sunday. It's a
Guys, big up. Temba, tell me what you think so far.
Yeah.
Now, what was your takeaways from the press conference? Let me know what you're thinking.
Man, I want you to just get all these questions, man. And you know what he made? He's talking about
I don't know if it's just me.
Big up Drex. Drex, can you hear me?
Him, Drex?
Yeah, I could hear Temba though.
I could see Drex talking, but then it's me. All right, cool.
Yeah, so it's you. So for me, he said a lot. He said a lot. We heard again. He said something about Spurs. That they've got weakness and they've got their strength. Fact, I understand, and it's truth. But honestly, right now, I am watching Tottenham. They are playing 10-man down. They are smashing Quarterback 3-0. 10 men down. Yes, Tottenham are not good at the moment. They are not good at the moment. I won't lie to you. But honestly, Ten Hag also needs to come with his own tactics. Sometimes, but he also needs to stop this thing of talking about trophies. We want to trophies. Like, we are tired of hearing that. Yes, we know you want to trophies. The question is simple. Like, the kind of players, the kind of rebuild you guys have got, they've let players go. This is the first manager whereby they have decided we are not going to throw the manager under the bus, sack the manager and his staff. We are not going to do that. We are going to back him. Tell the players are not good enough. They've done it. And honestly, and this is the 3rd season, we should be seeing consistent football. But talking about, how do we go from playing consistent football to winning trophies? Sometimes this guy, these are things whereby he does and frustrate people. You ask me a simple question, you should attend to it. Don't shift the goalpost. Talking about trophies, there are people that win trophies. I know that's the goal, but yet again, it's the football you guys are playing is not really like good to see. And again, it shows this manager is also see misprofiling Zexi. It thinks Zexi is a striker. Like the way it talks as if Zexi can get him the goal. But I don't think Zexi. If you ask me right now, how many goals I think Zexi will get this season, I'll tell you 8. But I'll tell you, it will get a lot of assists if it's those is
Yeah,
being
but that's
used.
not what the manager
Zexi
said.
is not. No, he said that
He's
way.
not saying
Like
that,
he's
bro.
misrepresenting the player.
No. Listen, hold on. Let me go through this in a different kind of manner, because really and truly, bro, I find men moving mad. I'm not even trying to exaggerate, bro. Men moving mad here, right? Start us off on a different scratch. Let me ask the questions here, right? So, boom, the first question, right? He was asked, reflecting on the Palace game, what was wrong with your team that produces matches like that, right? No, he answered the question. And I am one of those people have been saying exactly that for the last couple of weeks, bro. Consistently. We have not been scoring goals. At the end of the day, goals win games. And we need to be clinical. The
But one thing I want
tactics,
to add,
creating chances for the players to
yes,
score goals.
I agree.
So just no wait. But you see, when you want to, it's not about, you see, when, look at it like this, Timber. And I'll bring it to your home like this, right? When you was watching the last 3 games, how many times you ready to sell them?
Mark, you
How
low.
many times?
Your mark is low, Mark. Okay, yeah. Yeah, go on. I could not hear you earlier, but now go on. Mark, can you hear me, Mark?
I think he froze.
Yeah, I was hearing earlier, I just froze.
Okay. I could not hear what you were saying initially.
I was saying that with your team, you went through a same struggle with your player Mbappe, where he was frustrated and was ready to sack him. You know what I mean? It's
Mark,
one of those things, bro.
Mark,
Sometimes, listen, right? You can't. The problem is with a lot of fans is they're talking about the manager get back this season, but we play 6 games and you're supposed to be seeing better football. You're seeing better football. You're not going to win 6 games after players just come in 3 weeks ago, bro. Like, where the chemistry coming from? It's the same thing you're going through right now, bro.
Mark, you know what is this, man? Like, I will always keep that standard, keep the energy the same. You know, I was just talking to you about
nothing's wrong with that.
My match against no, I'll keep the energy the same. Like Drake sees me like I go at Mbappe, it calms me down. Because one thing is this, man, like you said, goals win games. I agree. But sometimes when you make stupid substitution as well, that is what you get. Yes, I tell you, I agree with you with the fact that yes, goals win games, but this guy is also not helping himself. He's not.
He is helping himself.
Goals win games.
I don't know why you would.
He's not. He's going to get his game sacked. You guys are like, I don't understand.
Bro, he's not going to get sacked. I don't know why anybody even imagining that, bro. Because first of all, bro, it's not even me being a Ten Hag again saying that. Bro, look at the structure, bro. Pay attention. This structure interview 6 managers and then they resign Ten Hag. You think they go and sack Ten Hag before Christmas? Bro, they would look like clowns. They would look like fools. Yeah. Right? So rather than look like
that's
fools,
what you think, Mark.
They will back him. Listen, bro, some of the players they buy in even play 5 games yet. So why would they sack him, bro? That makes no sense. So we could understand all these men saying sack because of last season, bro. But at the same time, those same guys not living in the real world because that structure has nothing to do with last season. That structure is brand new. This is their first season. It come like this, Ten Hag first season under this structure, bro.
Are you like that's how you see it right now, Mark? Because I asked Drex this question earlier. I asked Drex this question earlier, and Vegeta. So if you are saying that is how they see it, then maybe they will keep him in the job.
But I don't understand why anybody think he was in a sack race right now. I don't even understand that, bro. That was wild to me.
Okay. As much
I
as
mean,
people like, okay,
look, think about it like this, bro.
But the question
it is not a situation where it's not a situation where we first of all we're talking about the press conference. We're not talking about what the media say.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right. So secondly, sack race. This is not the show for that. I know it's and them was sack the manager, but I know what we're talking about, bro. We're trying to talk about the manager press conference about the game ahead of Tottenham's Hotspurs. Sacking the manager,
that's
no
what
conversation.
I'm saying, man.
No, but it makes no
say.
sense to talk about sacking the manager in a stream like this, bro. Like, being honest, bro. Like, that not going to help anything, bro.
I'm finding it.
No, I said
it's off topic, bro.
He is sacking himself with decision he's making. Mark,
what this,
bro?
That is mad,
I said he's going to get himself.
No, Temba, listen,
sacked.
Temba, what in the press conference right now, that is making you say that? What in the press conference that we're trying to talk about, that we're trying to address now, that is making you say, oh, the manager is going to sack himself?
Okay.
What is in that press conference? Because the
the
question Mark
Drex
asks you now is, what did you get? And the only thing you got from the press conference
Drex,
is the sack.
I'm trying to reflect on something he said against the games on for what's his name against Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Against Crystal Palace.
Okay.
When he was asked why then he said they are not scoring goals. And I agree with that.
Okay.
I said I agree with that. But yet again, can we also agree that Ten Hag also make the wrong decision? That's why I said.
No, we can't agree on
then
that,
I
bro.
said, then what I'm saying here,
that,
I'm not saying,
but he wasn't asked the question, bro.
Exactly.
He wasn't asked if he made the rest. It was followed up with, okay, do you think Zex is gonna come true? And I heard you said, oh, Ten Hag misprofiled the player. The same Zexi the same Zexi that you're talking about an assist, we get more assists. Man got 34. He got 17 goals in 34 last season, bro.
For
bro,
first
of all,
I'm looking at it now.
I
have the answers on the questions right here, Temba.
Bro, the season he got 12 goals, 7 assists in all 37 games last season for Bologna. So you're right now, you're already saying from the press conference, you're already telling us that you want the manager out because of the way he's answered the question in the press conference. That you said it just now.
You said it just now. The question up on screen.
I am saying, you guys should understand me. I said
right here, guys.
I'm saying the decision is
through the questions as is, bro.
Not
we
the
don't
answer
listen.
he answered.
Just now, hold on. You have to keep it. Let me keep it to the question, bro. We get into all of that, bro. You don't need to skip to go to talking about the manager tactics here was wrong, because what we're talking about, we could get to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, bro, we can't finish the conversation before we started. You know what I mean? We could build up to talking about manager out at the end of the stream, bro, because if we start talking manager out in the first 5 minutes of the stream, what's the point of anybody watching the stream?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like everybody had different points here, because look, I wanted to get to Alien, to all these guys, different points in the chat, because everybody had different opinions. So it's like we have to progress, bro. Like, it's like real, bro. Like, if the manager go and sack himself, he probably will, bro.
Mark,
we can't do nothing about that, bro.
Sack,
but
right?
We just trying to figure out what's going on before the game against Tottenham, bro.
Yeah,
according to what the press conference discussed there, they watched the video there. Men had their own opinions here in the chat, sorry there. But, you know what I mean? So it's more for me, like, I just want to ask everybody their opinion on what they think about what the manager say, because, like, literally, bro, the manager answer questions that he was asked, whether you like his answer or not. It's simple. What you would have said differently, or what do you think would be a better answer for him to say? That's more likely. We could build up to the manager out, bro. I have no problem with manager out, bro. I just put in that to you. Because at the end of the day, I like to talk about manager out, because I will defend the manager if I have to. But, you know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like this, you know what I mean? ETH say it right here. Of course, every team have their... All styles have weaknesses. We need to have a high performance level to control the game, and we must take our chances. And that's referring to the question that he was asked by the reporter about Ange's philosophy and high line and the attack style that might play into the hands of Manchester United. What are your thoughts there?
Me or Drex?
Mark, put that question up on the screen.
Can you hear me? One of you guys, bro, is
I can hear you.
I need that question back on the screen. The answer though. The answer, because I was looking at something different. I need that question. Yeah, of course, every team has a style of play, and bro, we've seen in the last couple of games, right, that the cry that a lot of fans were crying out for last season, style of play, pattern of play. Let's see, have something, right? We start to see it, but it feels like all of a sudden, because there's a style of play, should equate into quote unquote an automatic win, right? That there's not going to be that the problems of the squad would just go away, or the problems of the team would just be eradicated all of a sudden, right? I feel like I'm not going to tell anybody anything what to do, right? Go on your trajectory. It's your opinion, but don't come out here and make it sound like the manager is not trying to fine-tune what you guys have been criticizing him for from last season, even from season 1. A lot of people have been saying, oh, we'll take a style of play over win. If we play well and we draw, we could take it. But now we're playing well and we're drawing games, and the heavens is touching the earth for some reason, right? So I whilst I understand some people want to win because they cannot go to work the other day, because in the Telegram group somebody was saying he's always dodging his neighbor because we are drawing games and he's dodging his neighbor. Whilst I know that some people want it to be a bragging right for them, or whilst I know that fans actually invest not just money, time, emotion, and all of that, I also say that when something is being put together, there's a small room for error, even a big room for error, right? Now, speaking about sacking the manager we're still in September, for crying out loud.
Move on from that, Drex.
Okay, so
talk about this team, because this question I wanted to bring it in between.
Every team, we've seen this. The set Ange board that everybody was praising last season has its own Achilles heel, bro. So every team is how you manage to it's how you manage to cover that Achilles heel, how you manage to protect your Achilles heel so that it won't be used against you more often. I think that's where United are going to. With the weakness of the team, the manager is going to see how. I believe the manager is going to see how he would protect that weakness of the team and turn it in a way that it actually favor the club going forward. We see the pattern of play. We see the chances that are being created. Yesterday, we saw the chances that were being created. The goalkeeper was on some, Superman form, right? So I feel like there's something that the manager is working behind the scene that is going to build. There's something the manager is working behind the scene that is going to actually yield fruit soon. I'm not going to say in the nearest future. I'm going to say soon it will yield fruit. So from that statement, that's all I'm saying, bro.
I see Mitchell here jumping. Big up to Mitchell Mala in the chat. The thought of another rebuild makes me feel sick. But that's the direction we are heading. Will be another 5 years before we are anywhere close to challenging. I have a question for Mitchell if he's still here. Mitchell, if you're still here, bro, let me know what rebuild we had before this one. When last we had a rebuild before this actual rebuild that happened now. That would be really nice, because we haven't had a rebuild, in my opinion, for the last 10 years. We now actually having a major rebuild, because for the last 5, we had the same players. But I mean, that's just me. Let me know, because you might have more facts than I do have right now.
I think we need to know what they are talking about. But I'm
bringing up the next question.
Go ahead.
How can you be at a point where your team is not performing well or less hungry than the opposition? Right? This was a question he was asked. So Ten Hag reply was pretty brief. He was like, these things can happen during the season. It happened to us. It's not new. But basically was trying to say that the team FC20 seemed a bit more hungry in the game than they were, and it was a situation where they should have done better. They should have been more hungry, and maybe they would have put the game away earlier. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you guys think about that.
Mark, I don't think it's a case of hunger. I think it's a case of, because if you notice when we brought on, when Ganache was introduced into the game and Kobe Mano was introduced into the game, right? You see what those guys, you see the team was still trying to create. The team were still playing the football that the managers instructed them to play, right? We were just, in my opinion, again, unfortunate for that error and unfortunate not to get a goal, right? It's not a case of hunger, because the minute they got the equalizer, you saw the change, bro. They moved from the formation that they were playing, which was a 4-1-3-1 formation, right? They switched it quickly, went to a 4-5-1 formation. And even at that 4-5-1, we were carving some chance, we were carving them open. They actually sacrificed the striker and say, you know what, pull back. It was a 4-5-0, what do you call 4-6-0, whatever you want to call it. They sacrificed the striker and told the striker, come back. There's no point. So at that time, so it's not a case of hunger, bro. I think the problem United have at the moment is scoring. It's scoring, because I see the play. If anybody wants to say there's no improvement, fine. That's up to them, right? I see the play. I see the fine tuning the manager has done. I see the bit of him. I see the improvement. It's the end product that we are looking at for. And for me, I believe, like I said earlier, sooner or later, it's sooner the end product will start to come. That's my belief.
Tamba, what do you think about what the manager say and the question and what he responded to that?
Well, if I'm going to be honest, man, there's something that Drake said earlier, and I picked it because, yeah, they might not be scoring goals, but sometimes it just feels as if those players just gives up, man. It's like the men's just like, no, man, yeah, we don't know all we can do. Let's leave it. And when you look at it again, you look at it and you want to make sense of it. But yesterday, when the likes of maybe it was because of the likes of Garnacho, and we always know Garnacho will always want to give his best and everything. Just that immediately came in, all of a sudden Garnacho became prime Ronaldo. Everybody wanted to be. There were three marking Garnacho. So sometimes it just feels as if those players just zooms out, man. They just like, no, fuck it, man. We've done all we can do, and the goal is not coming, and they stop trying. And that is what I've basically seen. We stop trying. And another thing again, Ten Hag does I don't really like is that, okay, we have tried. We are creating chances. All of a sudden, okay, let's just try this other pattern that was working first season or second season. We don't see teams like us now, Man City, dropping the philosophy. Yes, you might have done it. It has worked. But sometimes there are players that made it work that are not even here anymore. I can tell you, he brings in Scott McTominay in that game yesterday. He might get a goal. But sometimes fans are loving it. Me, if I tell you here and say, no, I'm not seeing, good football, then I'm lying. There is massive improvement from now from what I'm seeing United do in the 2 seasons. But what the problem, I always keep saying it. I know you guys don't like it. It's just the subs it makes sometimes. It changed the dimension of the football that's flowing chances. No,
it must. Them fellas can't play 90 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I know. True. But right now, Bruno
don't have the actual depth to say we have a like for like. You know what I mean? No, I was in the stadium, bro. I was hoping to see Anthony come on in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Honestly, Dress was saying the same thing on this thing as well.
Bro,
like
but
what?
It didn't happen.
How bad?
So for me, I
was
mad.
How bad can it be?
But anyway, let me talk about the Xerxes thing. Because you wanted to go in on that. So let me talk about it. So Erik Ten Hag was asked, do you think despite his linker play, the 9.5 Xerxes, can he be a prolific goal scorer? Erik Ten Hag replies, I think he will. He had great chances. He does well. He has great attributes. He needs to improve. He will improve with our support. Right? So for me, I look at that as the manager backing the player, saying that, you know, the player will score more goals going forward, more in the future, not now. You know what I mean? At the same time, I don't think it's him saying, well, Dirks, go and suddenly score 40, 50 goals a season like Haaland. You know what I mean? So that's just my take from it. I just think as the manager backing a player, you know, he giving the player a little bit of flowers because he has been performing well and showing some good faith that the player could improve. I don't know what you guys think. Drex, let Temba go, because, you know, and then they
let
can go after
let Temba go, because I would let Temba go. Let Temba go, because I know if he goes any different trajectory, I will call in the Pope on him right now.
Which are you calling on me?
Okay.
One thing is this, Mark. Zexi have been, you know, have been good, man. You know, it has, like, that's why it pissed me off that the man takes him off. Honestly, he has been good. He has been, you know, good. And every game they subbed him off, he did not deserve to come off. Honestly, I will keep saying it. And the reason why I say he does not deserve to come off is because of this fact. Rasmus Højlund is just coming back from injury. And you have a player that have been dropping stinkers upon stinkers, and yet you give him 90 minutes.
I mean, the man in the last 5 games have 4 assists. I don't know what we're talking about, stinkers.
Bruno that you're talking about is has 4
Mark,
assists.
Mark, 2 assists in 2 minutes.
Mark, we can see what we are watching.
I was at the stadium.
Can see what we're watching.
So I could tell you this.
Mark,
yesterday,
don't come and tell me I see.
Yesterday, the first half, he was good. He had some mistakes in the second half. But, bro, you gotta look at other men too, bro. There's some men not running and
my point
balls,
is this. My point is this. Bring out Zexi. Okay, since you want to bring Rasmus in the game, I don't have a problem with it.
Who want to create him?
Fine and good. What is this? Who go and create? This is the problem. Was Bruno Fernandes creating anything in the right wing?
Bro, what I would say to you is this.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Before you say what you want to say, let me tell you.
Joshua Zirkzee was gassed. That's why he come off the pitch.
No,
he was done.
So Bruno Fernandes was not gassed.
Not as gassed as he.
The fact that Mason Mount came in to play number 10 and Bruno went to number on the wing tells you that Ten Hag knows that he should be subbing off Bruno. But why is he not bringing
you don't sub off your best goal scorer? I just say.
Let me. Can I talk now?
Go on, man.
Yes. See, the manager was asked a question about Zexi, and he answered, in my opinion, to the best of his ability, and fine. Right? You know me, I don't like listening to Ten Hag, but this one he actually answered correctly, and like, yo, this guy, he's playing the striker position at the moment. He would come good. Don't worry about this guy. He would come good. He would score goals. Now, when you're talking about the pushing Bruno to the 10, the manager has got, the manager made a mistake with that, and so be it, bro. It's his manager's mistake. Let him do whatever he wants to do, bro. At the end of the day, he's the one in charge of the team. If he goes right, he goes right. If he goes wrong, he goes wrong. He faces whatever the consequences of his decision or his action. So let's not come here and cry as one that though, like, oh, the manager, a manager is not allowed to do his thing just because fans are thinking, okay, this should be a better way. But none of us are actually a coach. Those of the people that actually tend to have on the process of being a coach, we're waiting for them because we will end up waiting for them on the other side to see how they will do, right? But let the man do what he knows that is best for him.
But you know,
no. Temba.
There was something you said.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I know there was something. When we're watching this, when we're watching the stream, there was something you asked.
Questions now, bro.
There was something you asked. Huh?
I want to move through the last couple of questions and then we go.
Okay.
Clear up all of
that. Okay. Go on.
We got. He was asked the question. We can expect the team to show more consistency. What about the players? Do we need more experience? Like if we need to go in the transfer window and buy a new striker, buy another, you know. So Ten Hag response to that was basically, we decided these things when we bought youth like Højlund, Euro, and of course Joshua Zirkzee. We want to win, but they must develop. And yes, we are impatient. I am impatient. I want to win everything. We did win 2 trophies, and we want to win more. You know, we want to win multiple trophies this season. And for me, some people might be mad the manager always talking about trophies, winning trophies, winning trophies. But in reality, that's what football is about.
Bro, Mark, they cannot be mad. Anybody that says they are mad at the manager for talking about winning trophies and trophies, what are we doing here? Is it not the same people that are saying, oh, right now we need to just win a game, then the style of play can come later? It's the same people, bro. It's the same us fans that are saying, bro, win the football game for us to feel happy, so I won't be evading my neighbor. It's the same man, it's the same us that are saying, bro, we want to be in the final of the Europa League. How do we get to the final of the Europa League? We want to challenge for the titles as well. We want to win the FA Cup if we can. So when the manager talks about titles, I feel like it's, for me, I said the last season, the fact that we even won the FA Cup, right? It puts the thing in the player's mind to say, you know what, we could actually defeat anybody on our day. We have to make every day our day. I think that's what they need to start telling these players. You could beat anybody on your day. You've done it to Barcelona, to Man City, the same Man City that put you out of the FA Cup the previous year. You put them out of the FA Cup, right? You could do it, but make every day. That's my. If you notice, that's my mantra. Make every day your day, not just a one-off, bro. Make every day your day. And if we and I are talking about the manager, my question to the manager is, if I want to ask the manager a question, bro, Erik Ten Hag, how do you make every day the day for these players? They should be on their day every day. Once I ask that question, I also have it at the back of my mind that it is football. Not everybody is going to click all the time, right? But going back to that initial take that Mark was talking about, right? This team, I will say it again, the product, the outcome will be clear for everybody to see in no distant time. We're still in September. I'm not asking anybody to be patient. I'm done. I'm not going to ask. I'm just saying, for me, this thing, it will yield its fruit soon.
No, I get your point, because you always say for you. So I understand. So you have your own opinion, and they have also their own opinion, man. And the fact that you always say it and put it for you. Yeah, because he's not forcing anybody to abide to what he's saying. So I like that they fight. But which they were streaming. Somebody was even saying going in on what's it called, on Drex. Was that ball game? One person was going on Drex as well.
Bro, Drex taking it was kind of forced. He was moving mad, bro. But as the homie does, so sometimes he's be upset. And I mean, I don't disagree with him. As I was in the stadium, I was upset, bro, but in a different way. I was expecting Anthony to get on a few minutes. I didn't see that. I was mad. I see Eriksen.
Mark, you know what?
Like, I see Eriksen in his good mind tell himself to kick the ball out and then decide to pass back to Onana, trip and fall like a breadfruit. Everybody watching Eriksen saying, bro, he gonna clear the ball, you know. That is why Martinez stopped running back, you know. He slipped on the ball and the fella just take it from him. I was right there, bro, literally right above him. I was watching him, bro, literally. He was going to kick. Listen to me, I'm telling you, his body action, bro.
Let me find out that clip.
Let me about to kick the ball out, and like last minute, he said, you know what, let me control and pass back to Onana. That's how it looked. Swear to you.
Because what I saw was, I saw him scanning in the right hand side. He wanted to take the ball to the right hand side. Bro.
He should not scan. He should just kick the ball out upfield.
No, I understand. No, but we're talking about Eriksen. Eriksen can hold on to the ball.
You see all these man them who love back out, play out from the back and all these kind of fancy business. Basic of football.
So why
give
your
team a chance to reset? Kick the ball long.
I understand. I get your point.
Let men come back and settle down. Defense.
And you know what, in Mark, when we're watching the game, I think it was 35 minutes. Drex asked me a question, and he said, he gave me to. He said, "If what will I take? What will I take? Will I take if the manager takes out Bruno Fernandes, brings in Garnacho, then push Rashford up front, drop Zexi to Bruno's position, then Garnacho plays on the 11 as the left wing, or the manager takes out Bruno, brings in what's his name? Was it brings in Anthony, then shift Ahmad to what's it called? To Bruno's position. I said, okay, what I will say is this. I think I will go with the first option of taking out Bruno, push Zexi there and push Rashford up front. So when the manager came in the second half now, took out Ahmad. So I was expecting that game that his next sub was going to be Bruno.
I'm gonna check your X.
Honestly,
go ahead.
I lie not. When he took out Ahmad, me and Drex were like, okay, good. Because now I was thinking that, okay, what Drex actually asked me in the first half, he probably going to do it. So I was thinking, okay, no, okay, Ahmad is out, okay, which means Anthony is going to be coming in next. The man did not bring Anthony in. I was like, God, like, how bad can Anthony, or like, how worse was Bruno that Anthony would do worse than that in that right wing? That guy is crying for playtime. Bruno also needs to get some rest. Honestly, Mark, what is that? When I talk about Bruno getting rest, you think I'm just going at him. Mark, this guy plays too many games. We are going for international break right now. We are going for international break right now. Watch. Roberto Martinez, we still pick him as well. That guy needs game time. Like Drake said he would chase him. He would chase him and say, go home, go to your wife, go home. Don't come to training, go home. That is what this guy needs rest.
It's not about Bruno, bro. Too much man them is be moving mad, bro. Too early, bro. Listen, Mbappe having a worse start to the season by his standards than Bruno having right now. And men not moving mad like how them men moving with Bruno, like he's the answer. Drop him and United win every single game.
Mark,
bro,
you know what's
mad. No. Let's not derail,
okay, Mark.
Bro. That's mad.
Mark, you've brought in you brought Mbappe right now.
Brother, no matter who you're bringing in, there's nobody that came in to replace him. I'm telling you now. We've never bought a replacement for Bruno.
No, I'm not saying it should be
like, bro, have no one.
What I'm saying is this right
there's
now.
no one.
For me, right
I just want to let you know that
you are using this
as reality. I'm not saying that Xerxes was not here. Play the 10
not here last season,
but there is no one.
But what, like, Mark, do you understand that you guys want to
play? Menu cannot play the 10. It have a lot of imaginary theories about Menu playing the 10. He can't do it. He's never done it.
Mark, you know what? Eric, there's nothing Bruno would do in that 10.
Bro,
that he would do
stop
it
making things up, bro. The man have the most chances created in Premier League since he joined Premier League, bro.
Football.
There's nobody,
it's not about running up and down, Mark.
Temba, you just said just now. Temba, listen, you just said that you want Bruno to rest. Now you're talking about going about running up and down. Bro, no. But you are going all over the place. That's why Mark is trying to call the popo on you.
No, you can't be saying nobody will do the job.
You're not hearing him out. You're not listening. You see, there's a problem. You're not listening.
I'm gonna bring.
I never said that nobody can't do the job. Let me finish go through these last comments here, bro. And we'll bring in Professor to run off the show. Yeah. The problem is men them seeing the problems these problems like this. Hear what they're seeing. They are seeing a player who could possibly play the role and saying, oh, let's put him there. Right? This is the same thing like playing square pegs in wrong holes, bro. Right? In my lifetime, I watching Kobe Mainoo for the last 4 years now. He's never played a 10 role in his career. Never. And Taman saying that he's a better 10 than Bruno. He will be a better 10.
But right? we relegate.
No, we're talking about a 10, bro.
I did
and
not
a 10 is about creating chances,
Kobe.
right?
I'm talking about Eriksen.
Eriksen, bro, was there.
Please.
Who caused the goal?
Kobe.
Who caused the goal?
I didn't mention Kobe.
After 16 minutes, bro, what is going with Eriksen, bro?
Because he caused the goal.
Go through the comment. Let's go through the comment.
He was still a better player than Bruno Fernandes in that game.
The rest of the
no, so Wizard is saying, I wish there was a rule that change could allow the entire under 18 or under 21 academy to play Europa League. The under 18s versus FT20 would have been a better option. That's possible. They're on a scoring tear right now. Young Mr. Gabi is doing very, very well. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Young
as the
Mr.
voice
Gabby's
of
doing really well.
reason.
Hold on,
As the
Mr.
voice
Voice
of
of Reason.
reason.
Hold on, Mr. Voice of Reason. Right. Now, GB, I don't understand all of the negativity. United have scored 10 goals in 4 games. We are undefeated in those 4 games. 2 wins, 2 draws. What's the issue? Simple question I would like to ask myself, GB, because you know what, bro? These same men them was saying they wanted style of play and they would have take a draw. And look, one just pop in the chat. So hold on. I'm gonna get to Mitchell Mailer because he come in here. The cycle has just been extended, giving out yet another 350 contract to one of our worst performers. Who you talking about, bro? Marcus Rashford gets his contract in 22, 23, so I don't know.
She's talking about Bruno.
Well, probably, but Bruno is on average is the best performer in the team, the most consistent player in the squad. So I don't know. There's the facts, not feelings. Sorry. We're just saying managers and coaches ain't qualified to fix players' personal issues. I just can't stand players that have issues. We would tell athletes to find another occupation. Bro, I couldn't say it better myself. Bruno ain't worth half that, and now we're stuck with another deadweight for 4 years. Lessons learned. I mean, who would more than that? Who would that, bro? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody would want to pay Odegaard 150K. He ain't worth that.
Yeah, okay. Finish up, because I hear what I have to say about that one, right? All of a sudden, oh my days, bro. Let me know, comment. Let's
big up Tedo. United have given up 1 goal in 4 games. I'm not getting, bro. You are just like me. I am trying to figure it out myself.
Oh, that's why we have Professor to help us.
That's why
David
I'm
Moyes
here.
is saying, get Ahmad out of that topic. He has been our best technical player. The only player that needs to be on the bench is Bruno, and bring back Casemiro.
The same Casemiro that you wanted to put on the bench.
That if Mason Greenwood was here, he would never kick a ball, right? No problem.
No, it's the same Casemiro that he been saying they should put on the bench.
Bernie Dre says ETH is shit, and shit shall be his reward. Okay.
So be it, bro. Whatever it is, bro.
Okay, soon Sheriff is saying, good evening, guys. I'm really praying to see a win against Tottenham this weekend to move out of the 11th in the table. Yeah, I think we could do a good performance.
Is that really the issue right now? To just move up on the table? I think
it's like 7 games in.
Not on my watch.
On the table right now, bro.
Not on my watch.
Right now.
At least
after 10 games, 15 games is when I start to focus.
I believe what Sheriff wants to have is just this fresh breath, breath of fresh air. Like you, I don't like us in that position. I think I begin to see him as well. 11th is not where we should be sitting at no point in time. But let's go. Keep it up. Go on.
Weird. That's weird, bro. All managers is play their favorite players. I just wanted to know that it's not new. It's something every single manager in football does. You can ask Temba at Real Madrid. You can ask the Bayern coach. The Bayern coach is the same.
Or you could ask the professor. The professor is
Thiago Motta.
A coach. Also.
Go ask De Zerbi. Because last I checked, the Zerbi lineup is the same starting 11 for the first 5 games. He just changed it this weekend for the first time. Just saying. That's the Zerbi in France, by the way.
Whoa. Don't talk about the Zerbi. I know about the Zerbi. Don't talk about him.
Stop it, because I watch the game every week.
Not only you know about the Zerbi, yeah? Okay.
Don't worry, man. I just watch the games every week. Big up to Elite Baller. I hate the fact that we can never predict the lineup.
We don't need
I actually like the fact that we never could predict the lineup. It reminds me of Alex Ferguson, bro.
No,
because
you
never
can't
predict Alex Ferguson lineup. Man, I remember Ronaldo score a hat trick, bro, and get benched. We losing 2-0 to Everton, and so Alex wait until we score 1 goal to bring him on. We win that game 3-2. He scored a brace. So, man, I really
talking about my manager. My manager.
You never even see the manager, bro. How old are you?
I'm bold. I'm bold. I'm bold.
You see that head, and you're asking how old are you?
I'm bold. I'm bold like Erik Ten Hag. I've seen the manager.
We need to call the Pope on you, Mark. You see that head, and you're asking, bro, man. It can't be. There are some things you cannot be doing.
I'm bold.
I know some Americans.
I am bold.
From 20 years old, bro. So
I'm bold.
Not this Nigerian head I'm seeing right there, bro. Not this Nigerian.
The Nigerian hair is bald. It's shiny. bolder than Ten Hag. I've seen the manager.
Ahmad was putting in the sheet and he chases the ball, putting pressure on opposition. Very effective player out of the bunch with Mazara behind him. Zexi is more Zexis is more effective. Guys, I want you guys to take maybe on a Saturday after United don't play on a Saturday. Forget about the Premier League on Saturday. Just binge watch on Bologna and come and tell me if Zexi is actually more of a midfield. Bro, I don't understand, bro.
Ziloli saying if playing Rashford up front top won't work versus Van der Ven, will just match his pace. Why would it work with Rasmus? Well, Rasmus is a better striker than Rashford, to be fair. Because Rasmus will actually, do what a striker should do. He will put Van der Ven off balance in certain situations. He knows how to back up that striker, to play that backup role, and hold the play up as well. I don't think Rashford is really good at that. I mean, if he does play at forward, he would be more of a wild card forward, one who would be trying to beat the defender and get around him or get through him or, beat him for paces. It's at different types of strikers, my brother, and different ways they attack the game. Yeah, we know you're here, Olmo. Bule Alani Vuzane is saying, call me an idiot, I don't care, but I want to be where Chelsea and Aston Villa are. We are not good enough and I see no improvement.
Bro,
don't stress, bro.
Don't stress,
bro. I agree. I would like to be in the top of the table where Aston Villa and Chelsea are, but here what I will say to you, bro.
Nobody's gonna call you that.
Let people stress. You that stress is valid. It's a valid stress. It's a valid stress. I understand how you feel. It's a valid stress. You know where you want to be and you're not there. How we not stressed?
But how we Bolelani say you want to be where Chelsea are and you're still saying we are not good enough?
I mean, Chelsea playing in Conference League. I don't think they want to play there.
No, Mark. I want him to explain that.
Mark, don't bring Conference League.
No, I want this guy to explain to me why he thinks that he wants to see us there. At the same time, he said we are not good enough. So how is somebody that is not good enough end up giving you what they cannot give you what they don't have? So I need him to explain to me.
Bro. This is the question I want meant to answer for me, to be honest, bro. I really want to know what I want.
In 6 minutes, I'll ball out to the possible outcome.
Yeah. We closing off in 5. I need men to answer this question. Professor, the voice of reason, you're here.
I'm here.
Talk to me.
It's easy.
Be asking the question that everybody wants to ask.
Well, fans want to challenge for the league, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Challenge for the league, play good football, and we are nowhere near that. It's like when you're getting grades in school, right? Like you're supposed to get like your overall average is a B or overall average is an A. Right now, overall average is a D, a DC, because we're good in one thing. We're going up step by step. Step by step. Like this year, we have learned how to create chance. By next year, we'll learn how to score. Year 2, what did we learn? The year 2, we learned pressing. Year 1, when HR came in, we learned clean sheet. So year 1, clean sheet. Year 2, pressing. Year 3, create chances. And that's it. This year, we're going to create a lot of chances, but we're not going to score goals. Next year, we will learn something new. We are learning things each year with this manager. That's what we're learning. That to me, we're not going to get it because, again, everybody's getting better. You're not the only one in the league. You're not the only one in the league because, again, we look at ourselves like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing that. But other teams is coming up like, yo, I'm going for top 4. And we're like, wait a minute, you can't go for top 4. We are Manchester United, we're learning something. Teams are not waiting for us. You know that, right? And with this manager, we're not going to go no. Again, for example, Twente, we played a good game. We played for a draw. We played Twente for a draw. That was a good draw. We played them for a draw. We didn't play that to win. Because if you play that to win,
that's your bias talking right there.
No, it's not a bias. It's not a bias. And I'm gonna explain why. Because if you're playing for a win, you now make the substitution. It's not about like for like substitution. You need a goal. You need a goal. Who did you take off? You took off a striker when you need a goal. Why?
Who striker you take off?
He took off Xerxes. You need a goal. Why are you taking off Xerxes for?
Yeah, you take him off to bring on our goal, the goal score, the prolific
Oh, okay.
striker.
Wait. You're
And I've
right.
not played for how long?
Wait. Time. I got this. You bring on a striker for a striker. To me, don't make no sense. Keep
You
both
must
striker
bring on
on.
a
You need
striker
go.
for a striker when the other striker dead legs.
No.
Can't run no more.
It's not about
No,
their
he couldn't
legs. Do
run
you
no
need a
more.
go?
Literally,
Do you
couldn't
need a
run no
go?
more.
Do you not? You keep
Listen,
talking about running.
not run no more.
So
He's
is it
done.
running or you need a goal? Which one is it? You gotta pick
Bro,
one.
he wasn't contributing nothing.
No.
So
Mark,
stop it.
Mark, you keep
I
jumping
find you moving
hopes.
mad. You're
You know,
moving
you
mad.
also want moving mad. You keep jumping hopes. Do you need a goal or run more? Which one is it?
Professor,
Because
okay,
because
You
to
can't
me,
get any space to get to the
to
ball if you don't
to
run.
me, the way I see it is, you need a goal. You bring on another striker to assist Xerxes. You bring on another striker. Listen. You're two center back. You don't need two center back. You need a goal, right? You leave one center back or you take one center back and bring on a striker. You bring on
Go
as
on,
much
drop in
attacker
a
as
video.
possible because all they did was set
Professor,
back.
okay, all I hear is
About
you need to go, you bring a striker. Okay, so
I
the
dropped in a
striker that
video
was
with
brought
clips
in
from the
now,
travel. So
the
you guys
striker
will
that
see it
was
next
brought
week, Friday.
in, Professor. So
Yes.
what the manager made that does that stop us from actually winning the game or going to score another goal? Did that stop us from actually creating chances that like we did and the goalkeeper made a save? Did that actually affect anything in the grand scheme of things?
Yes, it did. Because again, when Xerxes came off, we created no other chances. After 76 minutes, there was 0 shots on target. When Xerxes came off, there was 0 shots on target. My thing is like we need a goal. Like I know people like, oh, Anthony this, Anthony that. You bring on Anthony, put him on the left wing. This is my thing. Like you can disagree what you want. You bring on Anthony, you put him on the left wing. You bring on other players like to crossing. We didn't do any of that when Holland came on.
Oh, but
Holland was
you guys said we
starting.
shouldn't be playing the crossing football. You all say we should stop crossing the ball.
We don't want to cross the ball. We don't want to cross the ball.
We did, but you guys said it was hoofball, so we should stop playing the hoofball.
No. Crossing and hoofball is different. Hoofball is from the back. Your hoofball to the forward. Crossing is good. Crossing is going to the byline.
No.
Crossing is going to the byline and we're scoring goals.
Okay. My question, Erik Ten Hag got that one wrong, right? Now, is that enough for us not to win that game?
No, not enough for us to win that game because we didn't create any more chances after that. He made the substitution and no chances were created.
I just want you to read this comment. Pause. This man said, so Bruno can't be dropped because you don't know who's going to be captain. Bollocks. You could Martinez, Dalot, and Rashford.
Casemiro has been captain
for the game. Wow.
No,
bro. Yeah, I just watched the third name there, and I'm like, Marcus Rashford.
Yes, Marcus Rashford could hold the bandage for like. Yes, he has been captain before.
You actually think that it's valid to mention him as a captain material, Marcus Rashford?
If you're making a starting,
you're
going too far.
Michelle's opinion. If she thinks Rashford is a good captain, it's on okay to Michelle's opinion, right? If you say drop Bruno, don't this Bruno is crap. Bruno is this, bro. I'm not buying it because the same Bruno that is the one that's been carrying the team for the longest of time, right? We all know that the man is fatigued. The only problem I have with the manager is, bro, cut this Bruno. Tell Bruno games like 20 and Barnsley, bro, go be with your wife, go on holiday, forget about the game, right? But the manager will not do what Drex is saying, right? That's the manager.
Yeah, that's the manager.
Let's not make it look like all of a sudden Bruno is trash. The same way they said people were making us look like, oh, all of a sudden Casemiro is trash. No, let's leave all this bias outside. Let's hit the nail on the head. The manager could have taken Bruno off of the game. He did not take Bruno off the game, so that's on the manager. Don't make it look like, oh, Bruno was crap, bro. Bruno's having a poor run of form. Doesn't make him a bad player, bro. It's not
correct.
It's not today. Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, back in the days, if you guys were opportune to see those players, back in the days, they had their own rough patch as well. The same Carrick that we all are bigging up here had a time where Carrick was not in form. Rooney too, Ronaldo too. So let's not make it look like, so if those guys were not informed that time, would you have called them crap? Let's face the matter, the meat of the matter, which is, okay, the manager should have made a substitution by taking him off. Don't let the manager's decision or his wrong decision now make you start hating on a player or calling players names, bro. Because I'm seeing people calling what's his name, Ugarte crap. I'm like, where is this coming from? Is it because you hate the manager? Or you...
No, because Ugarte, they had some comp on Twitter where Ugarte was making bad pass and they say, oh, because crap because of this comp. Again, I don't pay attention for
players
comp.
make mistake, bro. Players could lose ball here or there.
Yeah, but they were asking because I look at the football pitch. I'm like, Bruno is here.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno, I look at a player like Bruno. I'm like, he's the type of player like if in Ajax with Erik Ten Hag, the manager will put him on the right wing or the left wing. He will not be in the middle of the pitch because I look at him the same caliber as Ziyech. Ziyech is a playmaker and he put that boy on the wing. He's like, get out of here. You're not working for me. And it seems like that's what the manager is doing with Bruno Fernandes. Like he's stuck in a cycle with Bruno Fernandes. Like he must always start him. I don't know why, but to me that's how I feel like he's stuck in a cycle.
Bro,
that's why.
Wait,
hold on.
True,
that's
bro.
why. He doesn't always have to start him, but he does. You're gonna see that he didn't start off versus Barnsley, but again, no one cares about Barnsley. So he's stuck in the cycle.
About is Ziyech. He didn't want to sell Ziyech. Chelsea offered way too much money, and it wasn't willing to.
Yeah. But where did he play Ziyech? Is what I'm saying. Again, it doesn't matter.
He's
but
always a winger, bro. He's always a winger.
Okay, so again, a playmaker.
He's at 10 now.
Playmaker on the wing. So again, to fast forward this, the manager's stuck in a cycle where he must play Bruno. Like I don't know why is in that cycle where he must always play Bruno, because the same thing with Marcus Rashford. So now you can see that in games he's turning Bruno. He's pretty much put Bruno as a second striker. Bruno is away from build up. If you are watching our game, Bruno is far away from our build up. He's far away from our build up. He's pretty much in the final third next to our striker. He's far away from Bruno. You have Xerxes dropping in to get the ball, and Bruno's like far away. So to me, I'm like, okay, it seems like you don't want Bruno next to the lineup. How about you just take him off? And he's not doing that. And the thing where Mark said Minor doesn't play the 10.
He's never played that 10 in his career.
Drex, I sent you a video. I knew this was gonna come up.
You sent that video? I know where you were sending that video from, right? The game was 2 years ago.
It wasn't about a game. It wasn't about a game. It was an interview. It was an interview. Slow down. It's on the off spot. It's a video. You can post that whenever you feel like. You tell me you want. Listen, Mark. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to Minor.
No,
Mark, do you know more than Minor?
On screen here, bro.
I watched it now. Right? I'm not bringing it up on screen. No, I'm not bringing it. I just listened to
Please
it.
don't.
Right? And the man said, yeah, when he was young, he played as a striker. How old is Kobe? That when he was young, he'd say when he was young, he played as a striker and a little bit of the number 10 role. But right proper now, he's coming to the center midfield. Right, so
you know, it's a little bit of the number 10 role, Drex.
I understand what they mean, but I understand, bro. No, Mark, I understand. So if
talking about 6 games,
if he's been molded into the center midfield role, right? What I think, where I think Porov is driving at is the fact that he could still mold. He's young. We could still mold him into a 10, right? But where I also think where Mark is coming from is the fact that when people say play him at 10, take Bruno off, play him at 10, right? But you forget that right now, is being molded, is being proper, like he said in his interview, proper CM. So the man is saying proper CM. So we shouldn't be confusing the young boy at an early age, bro. Let him play CM and go get, if you want to get to 10, go get another 10. You have a mount that you bought as a 10. Get mount to play your 10. So I understand both sides of the argument, but let's not make it look like, the man has to play. No, that I would say this, right?
Come on, guys. At least we need to get to 16 likes. If I have 16 people watching,
that's on DF Sport. That's not yours. That's on DF Sport. That's yours is about
on DF Sports, guys. We at least get to 16 likes. Come on, it's not clear.
What I don't want people to do is the same thing we did last season to Rashford. The manager was playing Rashford on a party run, right? And people started hating on Rashford. Right?
Stephanie asked a question. This is the last question on United, to be fair, because everybody has to go.
Will Bruno continue to hinder United getting greater than 60 PL goals 3 seasons in a row?
I think that's Bruno continue to hinder United getting 60 Premier League.
I actually think the major players at fault for that is actually
this question confused me. Let me read this again.
I know why she say that, because you see the problem is Bruno in his head when he playing, and you could see it. Bro, like literally, bro, Bruno has played the game 2 steps ahead of most of the players that playing around him in our current United team. Now Joshua Zirkzee does read Bruno very well. Garnacho starting to read Bruno very well. Ahmad does read him, but Rashford don't. And the biggest problem is our team need a talisman. And the number 10 is our talisman. And Rashford should be our talisman. And Rashford needs to start running. And understand, is he like I was at the game. And I watching Ahmad, I watching Bruno, and I watching Zirkzee, and all of them have their eyes on Rashford, right? But this is what Rashford doing. When everybody press up on one side, he's standing back, right, like 20 yards behind everybody, behind Ahmad on the furthest side of the pitch. And instead of running into the wide open space for somebody to play a ball for him through the spaces, which all of them looking at him, waiting for him to do, he just staying there and waiting for the ball right there.
I will go further than that and say that Bruno Fernandes is more of a chance creator than a playmaker, because the way I see
is a chance creator, bro. It's
the way I see it, 2 different things. As in, I see Bruno Fernandes.
What De Bruyne is? I just want to ask where De Bruyne is.
Who?
De Bruyne. Where is he?
De Bruyne is a playmaker, because
exactly. If De Bruyne could be a playmaker, then Bruno is a playmaker. De Bruyne is a B-Tech Bruno, bro. De Bruyne is a B-Tech Bruno. Like we just
is Trent Alexander a playmaker or a chance creator, or a person that creates a bunch of chances?
Trent Alexander is a chance creator, because like usually asking the wrong guy about Trent. I don't rate Trent. I think he's a shit defender. The wrong guy.
Okay.
And I know Trent's best ability is a chance creating winger. He should be playing on the wing, but he's not really as good as an actual winger to play on the wing.
I say this as a, because we said Bruno's at the 10, but like when Bruno plays at 10, our striker is starving. Our winger is starving. Unless he play his hoop ball. But when it's time to like connect the dots between players, Bruno doesn't do that. Bruno is the type of person that look for the final pass. He's a final pass player. He's pretty much high GA. Final chance, like he's gonna hit that chance that leads to the shot. Big chance creation. But that big chance creation, like it is there, but the quality of chance is what I look at. Because he might pass the ball to Rashford shoot from 30 yards, 40 yards. Oh, chance creation, because the goalkeeper save it. My thing is, I need a player that's going to, go number 10, go to the left wing, connect to Rashford Zirkzee. Go to the right, connect to Ahmad Zirkzee. Or connect with the right back as well. And my thing is, Bruno doesn't give us that. And Bruno will not give us that, because the type of player he is. He's a high GA player, because again, I don't think he has been coached correctly, because he can't. Sporting was the number 8. He came to the league, became a second striker, and then from then on out, he's been a second striker throughout. And now he's just learning.
Game, and this stat is just proving my point the whole time we're talking about. And no, I just wanted to show you that this stat that Elite Baller bring here proves my point. In the last 2 games, he's had an average of 53 times he lost possession. Guess how many times he lost possession in the game against Crystal Palace? Just take a wild guess. Just take a wild guess. Huh?
30 something. I don't know.
37 times. So if you watch this stat now, where you see the number 53, it's telling you that he's not only cut that number down in half. Hear me. Let me finish. He's already changing his game due to accommodating Zirkzee's style of play, because normally Bruno would be in the role where Zirkzee playing when Zirkzee dropping deep into the midfield and start to create. Just hear me. Now Bruno playing a different sort of midfield role right now, and he adapting to it. He's trying to keep himself a little bit more neat, and he's been doing it. But when it come late in the game, last 20 minutes, he's going to desperation mode. He pent up for the whole game. He pent up for the whole game. It's only normal. Anybody who normal and trying something new, it is take time for it become the default, and sometimes it's revert to kind. Now you're gonna go wrong. Your last points for everybody, bro, because literally this is my last point. And Temba will go, you will go, Drex will close the show. So basically, all I'm saying is this: while I agree that Bruno could get substitution. I have no problem with that. Benching, no problem with that at all. He has given the ball away a lot. No team does win without somebody who taking risks upon their shoulders to take the risks. And I could draw out 5 players, bro, that have had more than 2 or 3 chances in the last 2 games each, right? And have not taken the chance upon themselves to try to score a goal. What they did was dribble and pass, dribble and pass, dribble and pass. You're never going to score a goal if you keep dribbling out of the box and playing with the ball, bro. At least my coach teach me that when I was a young man. He said, you don't play in certain areas. That's serious business. That's why there's droid with red cones, because that's the dead area. When you get in there, you have to be clinical. You know what I mean? And that's how I think the attack should be. And that is why we having problems. The only problem is our attackers not finishing the chances they've been creating for them. And that's the biggest problem. And as long as we fix that, we will beat people very bad. That's just my opinion.
Guys, please don't forget to smash the like button. We are streaming on to
That's an inspiring people that is not even in the same realm of reason and rhyme, my bro. And I understand that he is giving away the ball. Giving away the ball have nothing to do with inspiring your teammates, bro. Especially when he's the one telling them picking them up when they make mistakes. He's the first one to go and pick them up.
Big up Tommy, big up Tommy, big up Tommy.
Big up Tommy in the building.
All right. For me, my last take before I jump over to the
wait, Drex. I had a question for you.
Okay.
Because I know before you leave, I have a question for you.
All right.
Arsenal. Do we score against a 10-man Arsenal?
Do we
100 times we will score?
No, Drex. Yes or no? It doesn't. The answer doesn't matter.
Yes,
it's just about how you feel.
Why? Okay, let me tell you. Yeah, I say yes, and I tell you why. Because against Arsenal, they would. Now, your question is if we would score against a 10-man Arsenal, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
actually, let me just make it easier. The Arsenal that plays today, do we score against that 10-man?
Yeah, I say yes, and this is why I said yes, because Arsenal will not pack the boss. Arsenal would keep space, and we would exploit, and we would score.
Okay.
So it's the way Arsenal would. But if you say if Arsenal pack the boss the same way they played against City, if we would score with the way we are going now, I'll tell you no. My answer would be no.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because we see it, the low block. It's an issue at the moment, right? Until we break past that low block, I cannot answer yes on that question. Right.
Oh, okay.
But if Arsenal don't go in that style of play of packing the balls, bro, would get to go because they would feel like, okay, get a second goal, get a third goal to kill United off. Then they would leave something up. No, because at that point, Temba, you're laughing.
I'm not in the comments.
Okay. I thought because at that point in time, Arsenal were leading the game. So if you notice,
it was 45 minutes of just parking the bus.
When Gabriel Jesus came on, he was trying to galvanize them to see how they could catch City off guard and maybe get a third goal and get a cushion for themselves.
And they were not going for it.
And they were not going for it because even whilst he was initiating it, these other Arsenal players were like, no, we're not having that. Let's sit back here. So that's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
Pick up, guys.
Before y'all go, hold on. Before y'all go, I want to. Before we go, guys, I want to push the stream to Drex's channel. I'm just looking to see for the option for it to push it to his channel right now. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna drop his information in the chat. So
Drexel says final word there.
No, I'm just saying. So I don't want anybody to leave. I'm trying to tell them to stick around so I could put his stuff in the chat so they could. You'll see link pop up at the top of the chat. So you can just go to Drex's channel. Trying to check it out here right now, actually, to be fair.
Tommy is saying good to see Mount versus Madison at the weekend. Yo, bro. For me, no, because
I think Human Son is injured.
Who?
Human Son. I believe he came of injury.
Yeah,
I believe he came of injury.
Yeah, he limped off today. He limped off.
Oh, probably for precaution. I'm not sure.
All I know is I'm gonna be focusing on my team, right? The December is like what we stay up October, November, and December, right? I still feel like this is my final say. I feel like whatever we are cooking at the moment, right? It still needs a bit of some few ingredients and which the manager would find himself, himself, Rude, Rene, the goalkeeping coach, that setup, they would find that ingredient and they will make it work, and it will be soon. The outcome would be a palatable
Tesh
dish.
live already, bro?
I don't think Tesh is live. Let me just check, because yeah, I have to go. That's my final say, guys. Big up. Thank you so much, guys. I think Tesh is live.
No, if you're
No,
live,
it's me. No, it's me. Yeah. That's my say. Bro, yeah, almost. See, the thing about Omo and Ange Ball is Omo knows Ange Ball has the weakness, right? And he has said it several times. If Ange Ball don't fix that, it's gonna be in the same boat as Erik Ten Hag. But for now, as long as they are scoring goals,
100.
Omo has made it clear he's out here to frustrate this
I've
manager.
been talking about Ange's weaknesses last year.
Yeah. No, so yeah, for me, a lot of people are making it so Ange Ball, but bro, football is not played on paper, bro. Just because it's working for this side, it doesn't mean it won't work for the other. No, bro.
It will never work at United. Just appreciate it was over there.
It will work. It will work, and it will work soon. Call me toxic positivity. I take it. It will work, and it will work soon. That the only thing I've got left in me is the hope that my football club will turn things around. That's the only thing I've got. Yes.
Yo, I can't read direct.
No, don't worry about that, Mark. Don't worry about that. Let's wrap it up so I can start. I'm already.
But guys, you could see the redirect of you guys in the channel. So I've gone to it. Guys, thank you for joining us.
Wait, Temba need to have his last word. Because I got a question.
Okay, Temba, your last words.
Yeah, go on.
Wait, Temba, before you, I'm not saying no last word. Temba, Tony Kroos, was he a 10 at Madrid? And as he got older, what happened to him? Okay, Temba, as a Madrid fan, what happened to Kroos as he got older?
No, one thing is this: as a 10, he never played as a 10 for Madrid. Because
okay.
No, when he came from Bayern Munich, at some point he was playing as a 10, but under Carlo was the one that brought him down back now from being a 10 now. He's no more a 10. He was playing as an 8. Between an 8 was actually was no. Yeah,
I think it was 8 with Khedira, right?
Yeah, with Khedira. He was playing with Khedira. Khedira
was the 6 now.
Even when Casemiro was there, Khedira was 6 because there was Khedira and we had Toni Kroos. In that team, there was even Luka Modric was not even getting into that team at that point.
What Di Maria?
What Di Maria?
Yeah, Di Maria was in center midfield.
It was Di Maria and Ozil. It was Di Maria and Ozil that was playing as a 10. Like he was Luka Modric never even got into that team. It was Ozil that got into it. But when Casemiro came, he was playing as
Zidane first year.
Zidane first year now. When Casemiro became stabilizing into the team now. When Khedira is gone, that's basically he can play as a 6 or as an 8 or box to box because him and Casemiro don't understand themselves. Casemiro just get the ball, gives it to either Toni Kroos or Luka Modric. That was what basically he was doing. But Casemiro can also go box to box because they both communicate really well. That's Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos allows
I don't want to extend
Casemiro balls.
I'm already getting
allows anybody balls. Because he's a very, very technical player, man.
Yeah, so Ugarte is doing the same thing, winning the ball and giving it to the likes of Eriksen or Bruno, and he's a crap player for doing just that.
But you won't compare Casemiro. You won't compare.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm saying,
let's not do this. Let's not do
this.
He
just saying the job.
Outcomes. Let's go to
I'm just saying the job.
Yeah, the job. Yeah, I understand. You understand the job very well.
Outcomes. Guys,
I don't blame him.
Possible outcomes, guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. Get yourselves onto D-Up Sports right now, guys. We are going to possible outcomes. Big up to you. Big up to Temba.
Big up to everybody.
Big up to Olmo. You need to be on streams more consistently. We are going to start winning, and I need you to be here to represent those of the first that will change their views live this season and capitulate to Ten Hag. Ten Heisenberg will be his name. And I'm telling you all now, while you all are mad at him, he will make you believe.
Private chat.
Don't worry.
You guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with more. Of course, you're going to get the morning stream up from your boy Mark N in the morning, guys, with the news. So stay tuned for more information, guys. Big up to each and every one of you. Have a good night, and let's go. We are going to support D-Hub TV right this moment. Big up to everyone in the chat.
Baby.